Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this creamy Nigerian porridge using butternut squash. Yes, you can definitely use butternut squash as a substitute for yam because it is lower in carbohydrate compared to yams or even potatoes. It is a great option, especially if you are looking for a nutrient dense carbohydrate or you are living in a place where yams are not readily accessible. So if you want to know how I made this, please keep watching. So for this recipe, I'll be using one medium-sized butternut squash, which I already went ahead to wash and peel. I'll also be using a handful of chopped onions, 2 diced tomatoes, some cayenne pepper for some heat, some crayfish powder, 1 seasoning cube, and some salt to taste. I'll also be using some smoked fish, which I already went ahead to wash with some salt and hot water, and I deboned it. And lastly, I'll be using some palm oil. Here I have my chunks of butternut squash. It's really easy to cut. Just cut them in the way you will normally cut your yams and potatoes. Now to begin, I'll pour some palm oil in a pan, and I don't intend to bleach it, so I'll just let it warm up for a bit. Then I'll add some chopped onions, and I'm going to fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes until it becomes soft and fragrant. Now that the onions have fried, I'll be adding my diced tomatoes, and I'll stir and let this fry for about 5 to 7 minutes on medium to low heat. We just want the tomatoes to cook down a little bit, but just remember to stir at intervals. And if you're still enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of my subsequent videos. Next, I'll be seasoning our base with 1 seasoning cube, some crayfish powder for that authentic African flavor, and some cayenne pepper for some heat. Then I'll stir everything together. Let this fry for about 1 to 2 minutes on medium to low heat so that the flavors can blend before adding our star ingredients for this recipe. Now that our stew base is ready, I'm going to be adding our chunks of butternut squash, dried fish, and some salt to taste. And I'll stir everything to combine. So for this recipe, you can customize it to your taste. For instance, you can use any fish of choice. You don't necessarily have to use smoked fish. But if you ask me, I'll recommend you use smoked fish for that authentic African flavor. And also you can use some tomato paste, but I just wanted to keep mine really simple, so I used some fresh tomatoes. One thing I'd like you to know is that butternut squash cooks very quickly, so we'll just be adding a little bit of water so you don't end up with a dish that is flooded with water. Now after stirring, I'm going to cover and cook this for about 8 minutes on medium heat, and make sure you keep checking it in case you will need to add just a little bit of water until your porridge is completely cooked. So this is me just checking it, and the water I have in my pot is just enough to completely cook our chunks of butternut squash. So there'll be no need for me to add any more water. I'll just stir and cover until it is completely cooked. So this is after exactly 8 minutes and our dish is ready to be served. At this point you can add any type of vegetable that you have, but this is actually optional. So I didn't have any vegetable in my fridge, so I just did without it. And you can see it looks so delicious, and it looks just like your regular Nigerian yam porridge, but the only difference is that this is healthier. So I'd love you guys to try this recipe out. I'm sure you are going to love it. The kids will love it. Everyone will enjoy it. And that's it for today. Our creamy, flavorful butternut squash Nigerian porridge is ready for you to enjoy. So if you love this recipe, please let me know what you think in the comment section, and also don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my subsequent videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next recipe. Bye.